pretty new for me doing this, so trying my best. It's first time that I'm doing this, so hopefully it doesn't turn into a disaster. Let's see. Hmm. Chat settings. Okay. Live chat. Okay. Okay. Yep. Anyways, I know a lot of people aren't really that into most of the content I've been posting, which I get why it's probably not getting many views or likes. I've kind of noticed that a lot of you aren't really interested in the content I post. I'm not sure if it's because of my voice or the fact I cussed a few times. I do apologize in the videos when I do cuss or say something that's not really considered for my age. I do apologize a lot for saying anything that is out of context or cuss words. I do apologize in the videos every time. I know my voice might sound pretty bad on camera, and I know it does, but I can't fix that because my voice is just like that. So again, I do apologize for the inconvenience if my voice sounds terrible and if I might offend people for cussing or saying stuff that's not technically for my age. I am technically 15 years old, going on 16, but I know a lot of stuff that's like adult related stuff. I've heard adult related conversations, been friends with adults for like years on ends. So I know a little bit too much of adult stuff, and my mom doesn't hesitate to be an adult around me, if you will say or put like that. So yeah, that's just me being honest. I am a bit more mature for my age than most kids my age would be. So I just act more like someone who's a lot older than my age. And for context, I am not a guy, if anyone's ever assumed that. I am a girl. I know my voice might sound like a male's voice, kind of, or my face when I did face reveal might seem like more of a guy's face, but I'm a girl. Sorry to say it, but I've just been trying to not have me get mistaken for being a different gender. I've had it happen several times. Probably had other adults think I was a guy even though I had my hair long and I was clearly a girl. I don't think people really realize it until they maybe get me to explain. But yeah, I try to make my videos as entertaining as possible. I try to go with good content. I do want people to be more into my content. I think I really want people to be interested in my content. I do want to get a VTuber model one of these days, but people are charging money for VTuber models. If you guys don't know, people charge like $100 at least to do one. And but yeah, I just try to make the best content I can. Hey everyone, welcome in, welcome in. I just try to make the best content I possibly can make to try and make people happy and satisfied. I'm not a baby. I'm a teenager and getting close to adulthood. But yeah. I'm good, I'm doing good. I posted a couple videos earlier, starting my first Roblox video. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I'm just trying to get through content creating. It's fine, it's fine. I have people mistaking me for being a boy sometimes or being younger than I look. I'm 15 years old, about to be 16. So, thanks for liking my content. I've been doing Genshin Impact videos recently because I figured out how to do screen recording thanks to my best friend telling me how to do it. And I try my best. I really do. I kind of run out of time. I just try to do everything I can. I just do everything I can. And this is my first live stream, keep in mind. I haven't been able to do it because I had to do a phone number verification, and when I posted my first, like, 20-minute video, I had to do one, so yeah, I finally did this, finally. No, it's fine. If you wanna be an adult, that's perfectly fine. I pretty much know everything that's adult stuff, so it's perfectly fine. I'm pretty much pretty careful. I'm good. I can handle myself. I've been friends with adults most of my life. It's fine. It's fine. My mom doesn't hesitate to be an adult in front of me. It's fine. I'm used to it. And I haven't seen any updates for Hell of Boss season 3 since the new pilot came out. I'll be careful. I'll be careful. I'm pretty careful. Does anyone want me to post more Hell of a Boss and Has Been content? Are they just bored of the Genshin Impact content? Because I feel like not many people look at my. I'll be fine. Don't worry. There's not many people that like to be creepy towards me, and if they do, I call them out for it. So, I do my best. I do my best. I could do more Hell of a Boss reels, but it's hard to come across. I do do. I don't do many animations. It's too hard. It's a little too difficult. I haven't really tried to do animations. I always call people out. There was this one time, like a couple weeks back, some people kept texting me on Instagram freaking inappropriate stuff, and I just called them out and I did block the person that did it since the first account I did made on Instagram got freaking screwed up because someone was doing that to me. They kept sending me their personal part pics, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I had to deal with that for a while. But I already blocked the person that tried to do that, and I told people to not do that again, and they respected that, so anyways, I just try to make good content. I try to make everyone, happy with what I post. And yeah, I may be young, but I am pretty mature for my age. I'm very how do I put this without sounding pretty dumb? I'm very active mostly. I like to observe my surroundings. I like to watch everything around me. I'm a very observant kid. My mom, however, is not really that observant. I just tell her sometimes. There's this one time my mom wasn't paying attention and she almost got hit by a car because she wasn't paying attention to the road, and I had to explain to her to be careful and pay attention. So, yeah, I'm more observant. I like to look at my surroundings. I look thoroughly. I make sure no one's following me, and if I have a bad feeling, I just stay away from the area where I have a bad feeling. I am pretty observant. I did get harassed and bullied for 2 years straight by some kids that were younger than me. So, I just deal with stuff. They did harass me, they did assault me on camera and denied it. They did record it too, and they denied it still. They lied, saying I stole their cat even though I did not, and I tried to be friends with them. Oh, maybe you have a bad Wi-Fi connection? I'm not sure. My Wi-Fi connection's full bars, so I'm a little confused. I have the 5G connection, so sorry if I'm lagging. Maybe your Wi-Fi connection isn't doing too good. Some cell services aren't doing good because of bad weather. We did have snow hit, and the temperature is pretty low right now. Aw, your cat's pretty cute. I used to actually post cat videos before I started like my Helliverse content and has been content that I posted. I used to have cat videos I post back in the day. I had my Rabbit Ragnar videos I used to put and my Cat Binks's videos. those videos are from a long time ago, but if you dig down for a while, you usually can find them. My cat Binks passed away a while back, like back in 2023 of November. The vet office is responsible for it. So, what let's get rid of that. I don't know why that. Mm, sure, I can if that's what you want. But anyways, he passed away and it was due to the vets. They didn't want to help him and yeah, he passed away. My bunny Ragnar, he passed away from old age and recently my cat, not cat, but my dog, yeah, I'll work on my skills. I'll work on it. I'm still new. Yeah, she passed away from old age. Dog breeds like her can only last like years, so I got like an extra 2 years. So she got to live for like a bonus 2 years, but she wouldn't eat her food and stopped drinking water altogether, and that's how she passed away. I tried everything I could, but she just wouldn't touch her food and water, and she just eventually passed away. And given the fact money is tight in my household, we did for a vet, and it would be too expensive to get a vet treatment. So my mom was out of the house for the whole night, so I had to take care of cleaning up everything. So I do everything mostly. I know how to cook on my own, believe it or not. I learned how to cook when I was like 13. Most kids my age don't even know how to cook yet without like burning stuff or making a mess. And honestly, I've seen people stream videos and do live streams younger than me. It's not really a big deal to me, honestly. I've done Instagram live streams before. Those were pretty easy, but Instagram took my streaming ability away for some weird reason. And I just am working with what I got. I'm working with what I got. I do love VTubing streams. I really want. Okay, I'll see you later. I do want to make a VTuber model, but problem is people charge like $100 just to start working on it. I've had several artists reach out to me to make money because they needed the money for their own reasons because they probably have financial problems, but I have a bank account and I don't have a Cash App or PayPal, so I don't know how I'd be able to pay them. I do want to try getting a summer job once it hits summertime and it's not freaking freezing. I do want to try and get that started so I can make some money come in so I can start buying stuff. I really want to get a laptop, a PC, and start working on getting my career going properly. I do want to start editing videos properly and not just posting them as is. I don't know how to do much of editing for videos in general. I just try to work with what I got, mostly. It's pretty difficult since I'm still new to all of it and I'm just working through what I can. Can I just be honest about something? Me and my best friend haven't been really on good terms right now. We kind of got into a fight like a couple weekends ago and just haven't been talking that much. She kind of just doesn't like to talk to me anymore, and I don't have many friends online, not really. And this one person started talking to me and they just tried to recommend to me to do Islamic stuff. And I just wanted a person to talk to, not to tell me to go to a culture and just do that for my life. I want to be my own person and make my own choices, not have someone try to direct me to their life and their path and what they think is best for me. I like I think furries are pretty cool. I think Therians are pretty cool. I don't judge people like that. I think they're pretty cool. I think they are pretty cool. I love Twitch streamers. I can't download Twitch because it'll take too much of my phone space, but I like Twitch streamers. I don't know how to use Discord. I have had Discord before, but I feel I found it as a messaging app, not really a streaming app, really. I don't know much about it, so I'll learn more as I go in life. And I'm still trying to learn everything. I'm still learning slowly and painfully. I'm still learning new puzzles and stuff in Genshin Impact that I haven't been able to figure out fully yet. I'm still learning mechanics for games and whatnots. I'm still learning. I mostly have been trying everything I can to learn more about new things in life. I'm still trying to learn how to cook better and, do better stuff. I'm still trying to learn the basics of how to do a relationship with someone. And I'm still trying to find the right person, but to be honest, our generation of freaking teenagers nowadays has just gone down the crapper. And I'm not even joking, it's just got bad. Like, every single guy I've ever seen or boy is more obsessed with, fame, popularity, or just treats other girls like garbage. Like, I'm not even joking. I've been around a lot of boys, and they either treat girls like garbage or talk crap about them behind their back. I have a one friend, like, one I had one friend that was, like, close to my age. I met him online. He lives, like, a few states away from me. I'm not sure how many, but a few, if that says enough. Anyways, he stopped talking to me over time and just ghosted me, and I guess he felt awkward talking to me since he didn't feel comfortable talking to me really, because he didn't feel like he had much to say to me or really wanted to speak to me. He's still on my Roblox friends list, and there was a couple times I tried to join him in games, and he just blew up at me for it. I was just trying to be a friend and get to play with a friend in a game, and I'm just like, wow. So I stopped doing it when he said just don't, and yeah, every time I see him online and I just look at my Instagram messages that I sent him and he just doesn't ever respond. I think he deleted Instagram and just doesn't want nothing to do with it, or made a new account and abandoned the one that he was talking to me on. I don't know for sure. I could try messaging him on Roblox, but I don't know if he would even respond. So I'd have to probably test that later. But anyways, how have you guys been doing? How's your weekend been? Has it been any weird weather patterns recently, or has things been pretty good? I'm curious what you guys have been up to lately. What do you guys typically do for fun on your weekends? Like, on a basis of fun and good stuff. You guys typically go, like, shopping, hang out with friends, or go to big social events or parties or stuff like that? What kind of things do you guys like to do in your spare time? Like, cool things, stuff you like to do for fun. Me, I like to do gaming and have a tendency to sleep in when I'm really tired. Like, I accidentally slept until like 5 o'clock today. I did not do it intentionally. And every time I set an alarm, I never hear the alarm, and I'm just like so tired. I'm constantly out cold. I don't know why. Literally. Sometimes I do stay up pretty damn late for me. Last night I stayed up until like 6 a.m. watching a live stream for a VTuber I started watching recently. He's a really funny guy, and he started playing with this AI he has gotten, and he's pretty cool. So I do like watching some live streams, some pretty good ones. But I do like doing a lot of gaming. I love playing Genshin Impact so much that I kind of kept making multiple accounts because I wanted to continue playing, because they give you time periods like I've showed you in my videos. Like, I've showed all of you the time thing where you only get 15 minutes per day. I've showed you guys that. But yeah, I've just been wanting to play a lot of video games. But I don't really go outside really. I like to stay indoors mostly because there's nothing to do really outside. I don't really like going out because if I leave my place I live, I'll have no internet connection, and what would I do without my phone? I mean, my phone is how I have most can do in life and, keep myself from being bored. I mean, I kind of sound stupid like I'm addicted to my phone, but let's face it, I'm kind of not into watching movies that much. I mean, I can watch every single movie and TV show on my phone because I have an app that gives me everything for free. Like new release movies, you name it. So, yeah, I can have access to about everything, but when it comes to, like, anything in real life, I'm not interested. Sure, I could probably go shopping with my mom if she even wants me to go out. I'm not trying to make my mom seem like she's a bad parent, she's not, but I'm not really interested. I mean, we don't have money to spend, and if I ask for something, it might be too expensive, and we might not have money to buy it. There's a lot of stuff I did want to do in my younger days, but now I kind of just want to watch money spending and keep myself in a budget where I don't overspend or do too much spending in general. I do get money. I want to put all my money into like ones because I feel like that is more budgeted. I feel like I can go budgeting and keep myself from overspending because if most people keep their money in 20s, and if you get change, you might not get the correct amount of change and the person could lie to you saying it is. If you count it, you're not for sure. Even if you count the 20s, you're not for sure. I just feel like putting your money into ones is smarter because you can spend cautiously without having to worry that much. And I honestly love all the Has-Been Hotel merch that's come out recently, all the trading cards, the t-shirts, everything for season 2. I also love the Alistair human design. That is amazing. I love that design like crazy. I'm obsessed with that design. I liked how they made him. I'm glad they did not give him the mustache because that mustache would have looked really bad. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying they should not have given him the. They will. I'm glad they didn't give him a mustache. Okay. I get that everyone thought he would look pretty good with a mustache, but in my best opinion, Alistair, human Alistair, would not look good with a mustache since his demon form does not have a mustache. It makes sense. And I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen for season 3 because we've already been revealed the colors for each season, and the next season is purple and green. And Alistair, whenever he's doing musicals and he's neon, he's purple and green. It could be symbolizing Lilith since she's purple. I've never been on an airplane actually. We've mostly traveled by our truck or vehicle. We've never been on an airplane before. And I'm terrified of heights, so I can't go up high or I will literally freak out. I mean, I can't even stand up on my mom's truck without having a freaking freak out. It's just too high, it's just too much. I was able to do it. Yeah, they do cost a lot of money. I know that. They cost a lot. But I wouldn't feel comfortable since it's way too high for me. And since I'm taller now and not as short as I was before, my fear of heights does get to me pretty bad. So I try to avoid going up anything that's too high. And if I ever do go flying in an airplane, I'd probably keep the window. If I was ever in a window seat, I'd keep it closed to avoid, getting nervous or scared. But yeah, I try to avoid that. I really don't want to end up going up too high and getting scared because I had a really bad nightmare when I was a kid that caused my fear of heights. I was asleep in my room when I was like 5, I think, 5 or 6. I'm not sure. I had this dream where I fell off my ceiling and I felt like I was falling for an eternity and I woke up and I was pretty scared and that's how it kind of triggered my fear of heights. Pretty weird occurrence, but it triggered my fear of heights and I just being up high. I can climb trees since I have an ability to grab things and be able to feel safe. I feel safe climbing trees, but anything else that I have nowhere to grab or hold on, very scared. Like, very scared. Because I feel like it's going to be really. Yeah, I also do RVing as well. I've lived in a camper most of my life because we lost our house when I was pretty young because the landlord basically scammed us. He basically stole our money and then filed a court thing. My mom won, but we didn't get our money back and we got thrown out of the house. We've been living in the same camper for most of my childhood. It's been pretty nice, honestly. It's not that bad. And traveling is pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I've moved quite a lot. Had to let a bunch of friends go, but it's pretty nice. Oh, mine's actually blue too, with blue striping. It has blue striping on the outside, but it's mostly gray. The interior is mostly white with some pink and pink lines. They're very, very thin with some blue. They're faded though, so it's hard to see them now. Sorry if my voice sounds bad. Damn, that's a lot of space. But my camper is not that big. I've been wanting my mom to buy a fifth wheel for a while because we live in a bumper pole, and a bumper pole is kind of very small. In my opinion, bumper poles are very small compared to fifth wheels. Fifth wheels are very big on space. Like, very big. And I like the size. I like the size. Anytime I've been to one of my friends' houses that has a fifth wheel or inside, I just love the interior. And I've kind of been thinking about making a giant snowman again since I did it like last year and beat my friends in like the tallest snowman. Sorry about that. But the snowman was taller than me, and somehow I managed to make it taller than me and taller than any of my friends' snowmans. Even the kids that were harassing me were just confused on how I even managed to do that. It was like probably taller than an average human being. Like you would need a ladder just to get to the top. And somehow I did it without even needing a ladder. It's pretty cool. I did take a picture of it. I might still have the picture on my phone, I'm not sure. Either that or it's in my emails somewhere. I usually send pictures that I have to delete off my phone to my email, so that way I can just download it later if I want to have it on my phone again. Because my phone only has like 31 gigabytes on it, not much space. And it might be a bit embarrassing to say this, my phone is from 2020. My phone is very old, it's a 2020 phone, and I don't have any of the new games on it really. I don't have access to Honkai Star Rail or Honkai Impact 3. I don't have access to any of those games. I don't have access to Fortnite even. I'm not really that sure on how to play Xbox. We do have an Xbox console. We did have a PS4, but it got broken because my mom's ex-boyfriend broke it, unfortunately. Not a fun experience. I wanted a PS4 when I was very young, but my mom's boyfriend got it first before me, which I kind of was annoyed. And I didn't even get to use it like a couple times, and that's it. I'm not that good at using gaming consoles, honestly. I've played on phones most of my time and tablets. I've done mostly gaming on tablets. My old tablet, I had my second one before my Kindle that I ended up getting. Really? You're not allowed to have a phone until you have a driver's license? That's bull. That's actually bull. That is not freaking fun or fair. That's not fair at all. I mean, most 10-year-olds had a phone, but I didn't get my first, like, tablet until, like, several years later. I have a phone because my mom needs to be able to communicate with me, and since I have most of my stuff on this phone, she can't really rip it away from me if she tried. And it's not fair. You should be allowed to have a phone. It shouldn't be a controlment, and you shouldn't be told you can't have it until you have a driver's license. That's not fair. If you're at the age and if you're responsible enough to take care of the devices you have and clearly able to take care of yourself without getting distracted, then you should be allowed to have a phone. Whoever tells you can't have something that's clearly important for your life so you can grow as a person and be able to learn new things clearly doesn't want you to grow and be a person. Yeah, I like radio too. I used to have a radio actually, but I Accidentally dropped it and caused it to break, and we had to throw it away. But it was a really good one. It was able to play like tapes and CDs, I think. It was one of those fancy ones. It was a really nice one. I would listen to 98.9 Kiss FM like every night and every single day. I wake up to their radio shows at like 9 a.m. and it was really fun having the radio for a while. I might get a new one in the future. I don't know. I think the reason I liked Alistair as a character from Hazbin Hotel is because he liked radio. Oh, okay. Is my live stream having issues? Is that why everyone keeps leaving my stream? I'm a little concerned on that. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. I'm dyslexic, okay? I'm dyslexic. I can't read everything. I'm trying my best. I have dyslexia and sometimes I can't read certain things, so don't judge me for it. So, I guess since I've been talking about myself most of the time, what has everyone else been up to? I'm a little curious about what everyone else has been doing recently. And I don't really want to show my face right now since last time I did a face reveal with just pictures, a lot of people didn't like seeing my face, really. And I don't have a backdrop anyway, so I don't want I don't want anyone seeing how messy my place is right now. It's great some people think my opinions are good and that they respect my choices. But I'm curious, what do most people do for fun? I kind of want to know. I honestly want to know. I'm curious. I don't get people telling me what they like to do for fun mostly because most people like to stay private and not really talk about what they like to do in their spare time for things they like to do for their life things. I just want people to be able to like feel comfortable talking and chat, having fun. You know, just I have acne to be honest, and I've had my acne for 3 years straight, and I don't know how it's not even gone right now. Seriously. My acne ruined my face. I used to look a lot nicer when I was younger, like in my like when I was 10. I used to look very nice. I had clean, perfect skin. But now my face has just got acne all over it and it just keeps getting worse. It slows down and sometimes disappears, but then it just reappears and it just is like good grief. You know what I But I don't really judge people on their appearance at all. If they treat other people nice and they're a good person at heart, that's good enough for me. I honestly will be friends with anybody because if they're a nice person, they treat other people nice, and they treat me nice, then that's perfectly fine with me. That's perfectly fine with me. I honestly just think people need to start being more kinder and nicer to other people. It's fine. I've been dealing with it for a while. I've tried using lotion on it to try and make it calm down, and it did work for a while at some point, but my face just started breaking out when I started using a different lotion. And sometimes the smell of a lotion can cause me to feel very dizzy and have a headache for a while, so I've just been avoiding it. I'm hoping the acne will just disappear on its own. But I've seen way too many people for like several years treat other people like garbage and just not been nice to them, and it just gets on my nerves. I've seen most girls just ignore other people or treat people that are not got a lot of money or just don't wear fancy stuff like trash. There was this one girl where I lived, she had like two brothers plus a sister that was older. There were these four kids that were like younger than me, and they treated me like garbage. They constantly made fun of me, my clothes, what I wore, and they made up stupid names. They called me emo girl just because I wore a Corpse Bride hoodie. And it's not emo, it's just from a Tim Burton movie. It's literally just a hoodie. And I wore a backpack that was from a TV show that quit, the original series, Monster High. And it had my birth year on it because it felt I wore it because it had my birth year, 2010, on it, and I felt like it was symbolic to me. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine if you're a guy. I've been mistaken for a guy like many times myself because of my appearance, my voice, and the fact I wear clothes that are a bit baggy because I can't, because people can't apparently tell genders apart because they are literally unable to tell. It's kind of ridiculous, honest to God. But yeah, I've just been trying to get people to not be rude to other people. I've corrected people that have done dumb to not do it because they'll get in trouble. I don't think many people have really understood this particular factor, but if you're the oldest person, you're surrounded by a bunch of younger people, you're kind of responsible for taking care of those younger people. It doesn't matter if they're related to you or not. And if they do something stupid, all the blame goes straight to you. There's no changing it, literally. So if I'm, for instance, around a bunch of younger kids and I'm older than them, and if they do something stupid, the parents will look for the oldest kid that was there. They will basically blame that older kid if their younger kids did something stupid when the oldest was around. And believe me, I've been blamed for a lot of stupid stuff that younger kids did when they were with me because I was the oldest and I was responsible for them. For instance, back in 2024, when I first moved to that park that I started living at, that had those bullies that harassed me and assaulted me the month before my birthday. People don't know right from wrong at all. They don't even care. These people that I had to deal with, um, I'm 15 going on 16. But yeah, these people I used to be around, these kids I used to be around, they would do tons of stupid stuff. They would break stuff. One time they broke a filter that was for the pool that we had at this place that I was living at. And I told them that they shouldn't have done that because they were on camera and there was a camera pointed at them. And they just told me to shut up and go the hell away. And I'm like, I'm just telling you not to do anything stupid because you'll get in trouble. And they didn't care. Oh, cool. My birthday's in April too. It's the 24th of April, actually. For some reason, I always end up being friends with people that are like younger than me because I can never be friends with people that are older than me. Because everyone that's older than me is always into stuff I'm not really into. I am using my inside voice. It's just cold in my room, so my voice sounds a little funky. And my voice does sound funky on camera, like, all the time. I don't have a stutter, at least I don't think. I'll try to fix my voice. I'll try to correct it as best I can. Hold on. I can try to add you to my live stream. I can try. I'm not going to take a shit on live on my stream. No, no, I'm not going to do that. Uh, let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. How do you add? I'm. I don't know. Someone said, "Can you take a shit on stream?" I don't know who said that. I don't know. I don't know who this person is. It's just some random person watching me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know. I don't know, they're freaking weird. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how the heck to add somebody on here. I don't know. I think it's weird that anyone would ask me to do that, and I am not doing that because whoever asked that is clearly a pervert. Oh boy. It says plus person, but it just says copy link. Click share. Ow. Sorry about that. Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened? It has a person icon that has a plus button, but it just says share to like social media platforms. Doesn't say add anybody. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that person. I think I'm gonna ban them from my stream. Let me find their comment really quick. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna delete them. I'm just gonna report. What should I report as? Child abuse. Yeah, child abuse. Let's just put it as that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I reported them. Okay, I reported them. We're good. I just reported it as child abuse so they would be gone for good. My pets are not gonna hear me. They're not gonna hear me. And as for my parents are not here. My mom is out for the weekend. My mom is at her boyfriend's house, and she's been at her boyfriend's house for like the past 3 days. Don't worry, I already reported that person, so we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. That person won't be coming back anytime soon. Don't worry. They won't be bothering us anytime soon. I'm not sure how to add someone to my live stream. I'll have to figure that out probably later. Excuse me. I did not mean to burp. I did not mean to. I'm a chicken, alright? So don't judge me. I don't know why my voice sounds this bad. It's fine, it's fine. Your parents probably want you to stick to one thing at a time before doing multiple things. Me, on the other hand, I have literally every single social media that there is. I have TikTok, I have Twitch, I have Instagram, I have Twitter. I have Facebook too, even. Oh. I don't know who is saying that. Yeah, she trusts me to be home alone, and I don't mind being home alone, honestly. Honestly, being home alone is great. You can get some peace and quiet and actually be able to have the house to yourself. And no, I don't need a babysitter. Uh, what the? I don't know. I don't know what is going on in chat right now. I can't read all that. Some of these words I've never even seen before. Jesus. Okay, if there's any weird shit going on in chat, please stop. Like any like weird sexual crap or trying to ask me to do something that's not appropriate, just stop. Don't do that crap. I don't tolerate that crap, so don't do that. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. Okay? It's not okay to do that. It's no different than doing that to a different streamer. That's not okay. They're clearly gonna say no, it's not fine, it's not okay to do that to people. Don't do weird crap in my chat, okay? Don't. I get my voice sounds bad. I don't need to have it on chat. Seriously. I know my voice does not sound good on camera. I know that my voice sounds terrible on recordings. I know. I can't change my voice and how it sounds. That's just how it sounds. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, sorry. I'll try to keep my voice low. And I don't know what's wrong with this person that keeps saying weird stuff in chat. I don't know. What's going on? Seriously. I'm just trying to have a normal stream, man. I'm just trying to have a normal stream. I'm just trying to have a normal stream. Uh, can you stop calling me that? I don't even know what the hell that even says. Seriously. I don't even know what that says. And if I sound loud, just turn your volume down a little bit. Okay. Look, I'm still trying to learn how everything works for like live streams and YouTube stuff. I'm still learning, alright? Don't be irritated with me because I'm doing this for the first time. This is literally the first time I've ever done. I'm screaming. I'm literally just talking normally. I'm literally talking as normal as possibly. If you want me to whisper, I can whisper if that makes anyone feel any better. Seriously. I'm talking as normal as I can. Talk as possible. Uh. Okay, I'll just try to lower my voice a little bit. But yeah, can people just not be weird in chat? Um, I kind of want your guys' opinion on my videos I've been posting recently. I kind of want to know opinions on that. This I'm not mute. I'm not mute. My thing's not mute. I would know if it's mute. It's not mute. But I want everyone's opinions on the videos I've been posting recently. You know, my gaming videos, my gameplay videos. I grew up mostly in California, but we moved to Oklahoma back in 2019 of December. Living in California wasn't honestly the deserts, the constant heat. My videos are the videos I've been posting recently, not just my shorts, are Genshin Impact videos. A lot of people haven't been looking at them recently, probably because they're not that interested. I'm not sure if anyone knows what Genshin Impact is. It's an RPG anime game that's really fun, and it's for all ages. There's no cursing, no swearing, no inappropriate stuff, nothing. I play Roblox. Yeah, I uploaded my first Roblox video today, actually, so it should be up now. But Genshin Impact is the only RPG anime game I can play currently. I don't have the ability to play Honkai Star Rail or Honkai Impact or any of the other fancy ones. Oh, cool. I'm glad you like Genshin Impact. I do have Farina on one of my accounts. I do start off all my videos on the Farina account, actually. I did get Shalonen on one of my other accounts. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, but she's the one Natlan character that's a tiger that has rollerblades. She's pretty cool. I'm just gonna say this off the bat. She does not do much damage in any fight. She's a good exploration character and she can help you climb up walls easily without having any issues, but that. But I mostly try to learn as much as possible for life stuff to try and know everything that I need to know for life. I'm still learning all the mechanics for Genshin Impact, if I'm being honest. The one region Video games are dead? What do you mean they're not? They're not dead. People do game videos all the time. Literally. My videos are not the high quality, so they don't get much attention because they're not that great on quality. But I do my best. Some people just like certain things. They have certain tastes. Some people like horror games, other people like laid back, easy games. But I've seen a lot of people, there's still people that like video games. Video games are not really dead. There's people that still post gaming content, and a lot of people love those game contents. There's a lot of good Genshin Impact players. Yeah, maybe we can play some Roblox sometime. That would be pretty fun. I haven't really played with anyone that is on my friends list in a while. But I did show my username in my Roblox video I put out today. It's out right now, actually, if you guys want to check it out after stream. That's pretty cool. I'm glad some people think my content's pretty good. I am gonna post more videos of Roblox often. I play a game that I've been playing recently, and I did put it in my video that I made today for Roblox, my first video, called One Shot. It's a pretty fun game, but to get a gun upgrade, you have to pay at least $1,000 something dollars. Not in actual money, but money you earn while playing the game. And if you want to shortcut it, I guess you can pay Robux if you want to do that. But I don't have Robux. And I don't exactly have money to buy Robux either, so yeah. And I recently saw today, I even showed it in my video that I made today, that Roblox is charging Robux just to play certain games. There was this one game that I stumbled upon, and I did show it in my video. You'll probably see it in the video, but they were charging 25 Robux just to play it. Oh yeah, I played a horror game once. It was my first time playing it. It was Doors. That game was scary as shit. That game was so terrifying. I jumped off my seat at the jump scare. I literally freaking jumped off my chair and fell on the floor because the jump scare got me so bad. And my mom looked down the hallway from where I was playing the game, and she was like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "I got jump scared." So every single time I play the game, I literally just hide under a blanket, wait for the jump scare, and then it just ends. I always made it to the 13th door and never further. For some weird reason, I don't know. I think there was only 13 doors at the time before they added more. But I always made it to the 13th door. I always soloed it every single time. I do like horror games. I played quite a few horror games, actually. I kind of want to play Five Nights at Freddy's, kind of. I do want to try doing that. I really want to play Rivals, but every single time I try to play, my damn freaking game always glitches. The last time I played One Shot, it was before I did my video, which was like yesterday or the day before, I think. I think it was yesterday. I have unfortunately seen all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. My mom made me watch it, and I did see like one of the Friday the 13th movies. I'm not really into horror movies that much because they scare the crap out of me, and I usually get nightmares afterwards because who wouldn't? But if a friend convinces me to watch a movie with them, I will. And yeah, I'll just watch it with them to see how much I feel uncomfortable watching it. But yeah, I'll still do it, even if a friend asks me to. The one movie I definitely do not like watching is It. I don't like watching Pennywise. I watched the Welcome to Derry series, and it was just too much for me. I am 15 years old, and I'm gonna be 16 like a few months. like in April at least. Um, I kind of go to bed when I want to. I am homeschooled, and I kind of already finished my homework. When it turns midnight, you basically get the next day's worth of homework and stuff appear on the night where you are homeschooling. So I basically just get it done, and then the next day I can just have peace. I don't get really many online classes since my teachers don't really do much online classes, really, since most of them haven't been doing much. Oh, cool. You're turning 17 soon? Great for you. You're getting close to adulthood, by the way. It's gonna be pretty hard for you to handle being an adult. You have to do cleaning, cooking, managing your bills, financials. It's a nightmare, trust me. And getting an apartment's not easy either. You have to go. Sorry, I can't talk properly. You have to have good credit, make sure you are perfectly good track records. You have to have a very good college degree and good track record in school, good grades. It's a whole mess of having to be perfect just to get anything in life. I'm not even joking. Even to get a car at a dealership, you have to have good credit and good money just to buy a car. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, honestly, I never got to do much stuff as a kid. I've been to a high school like once for trick or treating, and that was it. It honestly looked really cool, if I'm being honest. High schools do look pretty cool. And I know people are gonna call me cringe, but I do watch My Story animated. I mean, they're animated good, and I like the stories, even though most of them are probably not real. Maybe some of them are. I don't know, really. Hmm. Yeah, I do have Discord. I made a Discord account like a couple years back, but I kind of ditched it because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. But I'll probably try digging into it again to see if I can try and figure out the mechanics for it. I'll probably have to watch a YouTube tutorial on how to use it because I literally do not know what I'm doing at all. I know how to use Twitch because Twitch is like YouTube almost. But I don't know how to do streaming on there. I've tried it before with like Genshin streaming or Roblox streaming and it just didn't work. I don't know. I have to learn mechanics for everything before I can like tinker with it. I know quite a lot of stuff that most people don't know about their devices. I'm kind of the genius when it comes to like device based stuff. My mom literally asks me for everything on social media, literally everything. Like how to do editing for Instagram, how to do an Instagram post, how to do literally everything. Um, yeah. If you want, you can message me on Instagram. What's my Instagram name again? I forgot. Dang it. You could message me on Instagram if you want to. I can, if you comment below one of my videos after stream, I can probably give you my Instagram name and we can chat through there privately. And we can probably have Discords and probably have Roblox accounts. I do have voice chat, believe it or not, on Roblox. I do have it, but it only shows up in certain games for some weird reason. The funny thing is, I got it through doing an age verification, which was so weird. I just randomly got it through an age verification and they wanted a phone number in order to get it, and I was just like, wow. Yeah, it would be awesome to actually have someone to hang out with. My one friend I did do Roblox gaming with, he kind of doesn't like most of the games I play and called them stupid and cringy. This one game I really enjoyed playing and I stopped playing because he said it was not a fun game. I actually started playing it again and I actually enjoyed it. The mechanics are simple, fun. You get instant revives until the round of the game is over. You get cute but cringy skins and they're kind of fun. You get to hang out with friends and get to be happy. Cool. I'm actually kind of enjoying doing YouTube streaming. I might do it regularly, honestly. I kind of like this. It's fun to get to talk to my subscribers and talk to my community and everything. I've been watching you guys like my stuff, comment for years, including the one hell of a girl boss video that keeps getting so many views and comments and likes. I just keep watching that video build up and people love the audio and it's just crazy. I mean, the artist was pretty good. I did mention in my community post that I did find the artist of that art at some point on Instagram, and I did screenshot her profile. But if you go back through my community post, you'll find it. But yeah, she was actually a pretty interesting artist. And I'm surprised that art got that many views. And the one thing that shocked me the most, old video of my cat Binks. He had sunglasses on, and I named it Detective on a Secret Mission, I think. I think that's what I named it. I made that video like when I was like freaking very young. He just was sitting there with my mother's sunglasses on, and then they came off dramatically because he moved his head a little bit, and it somehow got 20K views. That video barely had any, and how does it have that many now? Uh, oh my lord. Oh yeah, I know about the views and how many views my account has gotten over the years and likes, shares, comments. I've been watching the numbers go up and I'm just like, holy hell. Like, it's insane. Mm, I just work with what I mostly can get from the Roblox store, which is the free stuff that I can work with. I'm confused on one thing though. I got this like star hat, star beanie a while back. Like when I back in 2023, I think. I got that hat like several Miley sticking in my inventory. I think Roblox since if you have an account on there for like a few years, they randomly give you free stuff. Like there was this one skin that was a robot skin, it wasn't free, and then they suddenly made it free. I'm like, huh? And this one diver skin that used to cost like 25 Robux and now it costs nothing. I'm just like, what the heck? I do want to kind of like be able to do cosplay in the future. I am a big cosplay person. I really love cosplay. I like the fact you can become a character by doing a wig, clothing of that character, and makeup. I've been obsessed with that for years, and I love cosplay a lot. Oh. Oh my god. I didn't know you could have that many Robux by just adding your phone number. I didn't think about that. I've tried to get my phone number added on there before, but they don't accept and day 3 you get like a shirt for your character. Something like that. Like they'll do some Robux, some items for your avatar and accessories and whatnots. Something simple, something basic. Other games do that all the time too. Genshin Impact did it. They did Mora, they did some wishes, they did some level ups, they did a feather thing to redeem your artifacts. They did stuff like that. I like stuff like that. I like stuff like that. It's really great. I like that they do stuff like that. I like it when people do stuff like that for games. I like it when games do stuff like free rewards for each day you're online in a game. I like that particular setup. I wish Roblox would do that because it'd make players a lot more happy, and each month the items and the rewards change completely. It'd be a good setup, and it'd be a good way to have more people interested in playing more Roblox games. And I know a lot of people have been saying that there's been weird stuff that happens on Roblox where people are perverted and not okay, and they sometimes like to stalk kids and be harassment on Roblox or pedophiles on Roblox. I've heard plenty of people say that. My mom even tried to tell me to stay off of Roblox because of that. I've never had any of that happen to me, like, ever. Not at all. I've never had it happen to me, and if anyone does anything dumb, I just either block them or tell them to back off. And that's pretty much it. And if anyone stalks me, I just tell them to go the hell away. Or grab my baseball bat and scare them off. I won't actually do anything to, like, hurt people or anything. I'm not a violent person like that. I don't like doing violence, really. I don't like that kind of stuff. I just try to scare people to not do something stupid or anything stupid to me. Yeah, I actually drink coffee as well, believe it or not. My mom said I should not be drinking coffee at this age, but I do anyway. Coffee's not that bad, but I don't like it when it's not without ice cream. Let me tell you something about coffee. If you don't have something that's flavorful or at least sweet in it, it tastes so bad. It tastes like motor oil without it. Like, I've tried drinking coffee without ice cream, and it just tastes so bad. Like, so bad. I put, like, at least enough chocolate ice cream to cool it down, and then it tastes so good. It tastes like a Starbucks coffee. I'm not even joking. It's really nice. I normally drink coffee when my mom's home. I don't really drink it when she's out. And typically, I can stay awake perfectly fine without coffee because I've been used to staying up late. There was one time I was on Roblox playing work at a pizza place for the first time, and I stayed up until 6 a.m., which was crazy because I never stayed up until morning in my life. And there's been plenty of times where I've stayed up until morning. Last night I was watching a not Twitch, but a VTuber stream, and I was watching his stream again. He streamed all the way until like 6 a.m. for my time, but it was a different time for him. It was like maybe 5 a.m. for him. I think we have like a 1 hour difference. I don't know. Like maybe a 2 hour, 1 hour time difference. But yeah, his streams are really funny. He started messing with this AI called Leo, and I was just laughing at how ridiculously crazy and insane it was. I think I think people might know him. His name is Senz. I think I'm spelling it right. It's SENZ. He's a really cool VTuber. He's like in his 20s, I think that's what someone said in the chat when I asked. Seems like a nice guy. And yeah, I kind of listens to a lot of the songs I do. When he was playing his music on stream, it was some of the music I've heard, believe it or not. It's kind of weird, honestly. And the person my mom's dating, believe it or not, actually has so many tastes that are like basically her tastes. Music tastes, other kinds of tastes, other things. I haven't met this guy like face to face yet, but he seems like an okay guy, and as long as my mom's happy, I'm fine with it. And honestly, getting to be home by myself and get peace and quiet, I'm perfectly fine with it, honestly. Being home alone is actually not as bad as people think it is, because most people will be like, oh, you're not responsible enough. Oh, you might do something dumb. Me, on the other hand, I don't really do much. I do average, normal stuff. I get up, have food, relax, take a shower, eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, you know, basic stuff. Sit online, clean every now and then, take care of my animals. Basic, normal, average stuff. Most parents doubt their kids would even enough normal stuff like that, but I do. I'm pretty responsible for my age. I don't really like going outside since there's mostly adults and old people where I live, and there's no one my age really. I haven't heard any kids like at all, and that's not really normal because everywhere I go, there's always kids and screaming, talking, yelling, constant, you know, constant people doing stuff and being outside. And during the day, it's so quiet, like cemetery level quiet. Like there's barely anyone outside, barely anyone home. It's like I live in a freaking ghost town. The only thing I can hear is the warehouses and the highway that I live next to. That's basically it. It's very weird to me because I've always lived in areas where there's tons of activity and barely any quiet. Like, it's weird to me, honestly. It's very weird. My neighbors were always active, always doing stuff, always moving around, always outside, and it's just quiet. It's hard to get used to it. I mean, I did live in a campground for a while that didn't have many people at the time, and it was pretty quiet. No, I just live in an RV park. But this RV park's not like other RV parks that I've been to. It's pretty quiet for any other RV park I've been to. There's not people that go outside really. People are sometimes not really home. Sometimes they don't get back until like the next day, and they only stay for like a few hours and they leave to probably do something for their personal life. But yeah, it's honestly very quiet. There's not much activity at the laundromat, not much that goes on, really. It's pretty much a quiet place. I'm not sure how it's like in the summer, though. But I do live in Oklahoma, just for anyone's information. I don't live in any other random states. I just live in the United States. And I kind of like it, honestly. I like living next to trees. I like grass. I like that stuff. I don't like deserts or anything like that. Cool. I did live in California for most of my childhood, but we moved like when I was like 8, maybe 9. Yeah, probably 9. Because we did move when I was 9 and I did turn 10 the next year, like in 20, I believe. Or was it 2021? I don't know. My memory's pretty jacked up because I haven't been able to remember things really because I've been tired and exhausted. My memory gets jumbled up every now and then. Sometimes I can remember things pretty easily and not all the time. My mom usually says because I'm home all the time I should know where everything is, but I'm always telling her just because I'm here does not mean I know where everything is. And even if I see something, I usually end up forgetting like 2 days later because I end up forgetting. And if there's something that I'm supposed to remember that's important, sometimes I just forget about it because I'm just tired or I have other stuff in my mind. I'm constantly thinking about video game strategies, how to plan video games out. Believe it or not, how I managed to get my entire Genshin Impact account map completely open was because after I completed the first act of the Mondstadt quest, I went straight to going to every single statue of the 7. Every single one. Unlocking my entire map so that way when I was finished with all the Mondstadt quests, every single one, even the Archon quest, I don't have Minecraft. Minecraft is not available for me because it costs $6.99. I don't think many people know this, but Minecraft costs money on the App Store. So, I don't have money to spend on it, and I don't have money to pay for it to even install it. And if you think I'm kidding, look online. It literally costs money to even install it on a device. Probably costs money to install on a PC or PlayStation or Xbox even. I know a lot of stuff isn't free really, so I'm pretty smart to know that. And if anyone did see the short I posted about showing around on my Xbox console the other night, I did find a My Hero Academia game, and apparently they did a recent update on it. Oh, that's pretty cool. I would like to play Minecraft. I mean, I've seen the Horrorcraft videos, and I really wanted to play those because I like the horror Minecraft stuff. That's pretty fun. That's probably like the best horror stuff I can play, honestly. But I can't play it because I have no ability to. I mean, I could play Minecraft on Roblox. I did try it once. The setup was pretty much similar to regular Minecraft, but I didn't really know the mechanics, and I have seen people use Minecraft many times in videos. I've managed to learn the mechanics that way, but it's a little different in Roblox. Not really a kid. I'm 15. I'm 15 years old, alright? I'm not really a kid. Seriously. Y'all stop making fun of me for just being live. Seriously. It's not that weird. It's not that weird. Live and do fun discussions with their subscribers and talk to their subscriber community. They can. It's not a weird thing. Everyone does it all the time. Anyways. I don't know. My voice has always been like. I mean, I lived with my grandma most of my life, so she kind of had hearing problems, so I had to learn to have my voice more high. Um, you're fine, dude. You don't have to be weird. I accept your respect. It's fine. It's fine. A lot of people do not really understand why people my age would go live on YouTube or do streaming in general, but yeah, I do mostly stuff that I can to become a professional YouTuber. Try and become professional, but it's not easy given the community. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to learn how to not have my voice high pitched since my grandma I lived with had hearing problems and I had to have my voice high because she couldn't hear properly. She didn't have hearing aids at the time and we didn't have money for them at the time, so I had to learn how to talk pretty loud. And I did that for several years, so it's a little hard to train my voice to not talk loud, so I tend to be a little too pitchy. It takes a while for me to train my voice to, lower itself a bit, but I'm working on it as best I can. Oh man, why is it so cold today? Seriously. But how's everyone been doing? How's everyone been doing? I'm a little curious about how everyone's been doing for this past week. How's everyone been holding up? Has it been snowing in your areas? Has it been pretty cold? Or has it been okay weather? Curious about how everyone's been doing recently. It snowed recently in my area this weekend, actually, and there's still a lot of snow outside. The snow is not like tall, it's like at my ankle, kind of. Yeah, I kind of don't like winter either, honestly. It's just too cold. And I had to wear like a hoodie, plus a jacket, plus another jacket, plus gloves, plus a neck warmer and a hat and like two pairs of sweatpants just to go outside to take a shower at the community shower, and it was just good grief, it was just too much layers. It was claustrophobic. Like very claustrophobic, even for me. Winter is honestly not fun for me. I don't like winter that much. Spring and summer are not too bad. I like fall too. It's pretty good. But if anyone's wondering what my favorite holidays are, I do like Halloween, Valentine's Day. Easter's pretty fun. I don't know much about it though, because I don't have many Easter events, so I don't know much about it. I like Halloween because mostly you get to dress up for fun and get to get free candy, and then you can take all that candy with you back to where you live and then just binge watch some movies and eat it and have to pay for it, which is pretty great, honestly. Christmas is pretty fun because sometimes if you don't get a certain birthday present for your birthday, you can ask for it on Christmas. Uh, Last year when it was Valentine's Day, I didn't to do really. No one was really interested in doing anything for me or with me for Valentine's Day, and yeah, I didn't have many friends really. And most of my friends already had their own plans, so yeah. One person I was chatting with on Valentine's Day kind of didn't talk to me much. So, yeah, my Valentine's Day was kind of boring, and I didn't have much to do. I'm trying to think of things I can do in my spare time for like holidays and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of something to do. Mm, um, I'm not a guy. I'm a girl, just to clarify. And yeah, I am bisexual. I like both genders because I feel like there shouldn't be a problem with anyone liking both genders if they want to. Honestly, if you like the person for who they are, it doesn't matter what gender they are, it should be perfectly fine. Honestly. I'm single at the moment and I'm just been trying to figure out what to do with my life. I think I'm gonna stay out of a relationship for now until my life is like in order and I have like time and energy for it and I know more about a relationship and I have more experience. Cause honestly, right now, I don't know much about a relationship. I don't know how to manage a relationship really. So, and I don't really feel comfortable with, other stuff for relationship related things like close contact and other stuff. I'm not comfortable with it fully yet. So, I like to take things slow and I like to learn before I go and jump into things. And I learned to be financially stable before I go into relationships and start that stuff for my life. I want to be able to handle it without having to worry about money problems or worrying about bills or stuff like that. But yeah, and it's pretty difficult to find somebody that actually you for you and doesn't judge you on the spot or act stupid towards other people. It's hard to find people like that nowadays. Honestly, the generation of kids nowadays has just gone really bad. I've seen too many people that act terrible. I've seen a lot of guys that act terrible towards girls my age. It's just a mess, honestly. A mess. And most of the boys I've been around with either treat me pretty bad or just preferred to play video games most of the time or do sports. And they thought a lot of the stuff I was into was not really great. Uh, um, okay then. Well, mm, uh, well, in my best opinion, I think people need to be nice to everyone, not just for their looks or the fact of how much money they have. You shouldn't treat someone terribly just because they don't have money or wear fancy clothes or have fancy things. I think you need to be nice to somebody because if they have a good heart and they're clearly a nice person, you shouldn't treat them badly. You shouldn't. Because if they're a good person and they treat you nice and they treat others around them nice, that should be good enough. It shouldn't matter what they look like or how they dress. If they want to dress how they want to dress, that's their personal choice. And you should not ridicule them or say bad things about how they are. If they're a good person at heart and they treat others around them good and don't do terrible things to other people and are a good person to you and to others, then don't treat them like crap if you don't know them. If they treat you nice and they treat other people nice and try to be a good person around other people, that means they're a good person and you should not try to attack them for it. I just thought I'd put that out there because I feel like a lot of people have been attacking other people. I've seen too much stuff online where some high school girls have gotten into fights with other kids for dumb reasons and have treated other people like trash. I just feel like a lot of people don't like to be nice to each other anymore and like to be mean and terrible to other people. And I just feel like that needs to kind of stop because that kind of stuff just needs to stop. And with the political stuff going on with the government and everything, it's just been a mess, man. Can I just say this off the bat? Donald Trump is basically ruining the United States completely. He's like ruined the United States. The Gulf of Mexico is the Gulf of America now. Like, what the heck? Like, why the hell would you do that to the Gulf of America? Why would you? Now I'm stuck saying it. God dang it. Why would you call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America? What is wrong with you? Seriously. Yeah, has no one heard that he did that? Seriously. And I heard he's gonna be removed from office because he threatened the military to invade a country and they said no. And I heard that people have been doing protests because of what's going on and the military has been doing a lot of stuff to other cultures and other colored people. I've been hearing a lot of that's been going on. It just sounds awful. I'm not saying this to offend anyone, but Joe Biden at least kept everything in order while Trump is just running the whole country. He's even been starting fights with other nations and causing the food supply to be cut off most of the time. It's just getting pretty bad in America, honestly. America is supposed to be the place of freedom and free will. It sounds like. It just sounds nice, but I didn't know what it means, but I'm guessing it means what's going on currently, what Donald Trump is doing. I'm, in my best opinion, that the stuff that's going on is stupid. If Donald Trump is doing shit that's clearly not okay and affecting other people and their rights, he needs to get booted. There's no debate. The Gulf of Mexico is called the Gulf of America now. That's clearly wrong and wrong as hell. The Gulf of Mexico is in Mexico. It is not technically in the territory of America, of the American part. Yeah, Donald Trump has been lying and he's been doing quite a lot. Out of he's or 3 happened because of him. I'm not even joking. Seriously, we could have another civil war because of him. I don't. Look, people have been voting to have him thrown out of office, and I vote honestly. He didn't do stuff like this before when he was originally in office. It's just been, yeah, civil war because you know what's gonna happen if they cut off food stamps again. Things get even worse. The community is going to have more protests. People are going to get upset. And not to mention, he's been threatening the military to do stuff against people and violate people's rights. I've been seeing it all over the internet and just trying to ignore it, but it's just ridiculous. I heard from my best friend that he threatened the military to invade, what is that place called? I'm trying to remember. Africa. That's right, Africa. From what she told me, he said to the military to invade Africa or else. And from what I heard, they said, hell no. And now there's been protesting and everything, and things have just been a disaster, and he might get thrown out of office because of it. Mm. Yeah, might be like that. Might be. Not sure though. But it would be pretty bad if that happened again, though. It would be pretty bad. I mean, the countries have been at peace for years, and it's because of the other presidents that have been around over the years. I'm kind of worried that the other nations might get sick and tired of what Donald Trump is doing and start a war just to get him out of office. I'm kind of worried that might happen. But from what I heard, yeah, we haven't had any bad stuff happen for a while. Do you guys remember when coronavirus happened and the paper just disappeared completely from the shelves? Like the toilet paper, the paper towels, everything was just gone. Guys, that was literally the most screwed up year of my life. Does no one know that the coronavirus stuff was not real? It was fake. It was just a staged thing to scare people. Because they had stuff happening at a time where people were freaking irritated with what was going on in this society and the fact people's rights were being violated repeatedly and stupid stuff was going on and people didn't like it. The coronavirus thing was not a real thing. Seriously, they staged the entire thing. COVID-19 is not even a real thing. And people were just buying up the food supply and buying up paper and paper towels. And for what? Nothing happened, literally. You know what caused so many people to die? Is because they took the shot. The shot is what caused you to get sick in the first place. It's the shots. The coronavirus shot they give you that quote unquote keeps you from getting the coronavirus is the virus. There was a video up a while back of a nurse that took the shot and she died instantly after taking it. And no, it was not an allergic reaction. The shot literally kills you. It's literally the virus. If you researched online, a lot of people expose this crap, and there was one person that took a sample of the shot and took it to a place to be studied and sampled and tested and confirmed the shot was what was causing people to get sick and die. Seriously, has no one realized this by now? So basically, all of you went crazy over buying paper and supplies when all you had to do was avoid that shot, and you would have been perfectly fine. I have heard that some schools were forcing kids to take the shot right then and there before they can even leave. And some parents had to sit in a line in their car for hours just to even get their kid. And they had to have a number on their car, and if that freaking number didn't match their kid's number, or if the teachers had an excuse because they didn't like the parent would be stuck there for an extra several hours, or they might not get their kid at all. Seriously, all the stuff that happened back in 2020 was crazy and insane. And it was just ridiculous, honestly. I felt it was ridiculous and stupid that any of that happened in the first place. I didn't understand why it was happening, honestly, and I kind of thought it was dumb. And I still think it's kind of dumb it happened. Like, seriously, why do that to people and cause them to go into a panic when they're clearly smart enough to know that the shot is what's causing the virus to happen in the first place? And it was something that happened in China. The virus supposedly came from China. Would something from China be able to cross borders and cross an entire river all the way to a completely other country? That's literally impossible. I guarantee you, whatever happened in China was already contained, and the government just used it as an excuse to scare the population, so that way they wouldn't cause no more riots or protests. Literally, I guarantee you, they just did that. From what I know, that is basically what I've heard and what I pretty much know. And honestly, the pandemic crap was stupid. It was just a thing to scare people into shutting up and stop protesting about their civil rights being violated. That was literally it. That's all they did. Nope, I didn't take the shot. I never did. Neither did my mom. We never took the shot. And we never got sick either. We were perfectly fine. No one in my family got sick. Never did. My friends never took the shot either. Oh, I've heard people got freaking locked up for stupid stuff. And a whole bunch of other stuff too. I've heard the lockdown stuff that happened during the pandemic. I heard people sometimes would go to jail just not for not wearing a face mask or anything like that. I heard that a lot of stuff. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad stuff happen during the pandemic. There was this one video I did see during the pandemic because a couple left their house to go to the grocery store to pick up food and they weren't wearing a mask, and their neighbor called the cops on them because they weren't wearing a mask, and the cops literally dragged the person out the car because they weren't wearing a mask and arrested them because they weren't wearing a mask. Stuff was like so bad back then that people were in lockdown. They couldn't even leave their houses at all. It was literally awful. Like, really bad. We didn't have anything like that happen here, thank God. The state of Oklahoma didn't have any lockdown crap or anything. People could go out freely. We had to wear a mask in some places, but not everywhere, which was honestly a relief. And I didn't really like the mask anyway. You couldn't really breathe in the mask. It was like you're kind of being suffocated while wearing it. It was pretty annoying. Some people sometimes will wear it, and there was this one person at Dollar Tree because we weren't wearing a mask really. She was being all kinds of weird, and I was being weird towards her because she was wearing a full-blown plastic clear thing over her face, and I'm like, "The hell are you even wearing? Looks ridiculous." There was this one like things that was a plastic piece that you placed over your face that had like a headpiece attached, and it was like clear see-through like glass kind of, and you wore it over your face if you didn't want to wear a mask, and I was just like, what the hell are you even wearing? Why would you wear that? It looks stupid. But yeah, people apparently did that too, which was very stupid. And yeah, I didn't really understand why people got so worked up over it. I mean, if you didn't take the shot, be fine basically. I never got sick in the first place. The only times I did get sick was either from the flu or just heat sickness. That's it. I did get radiation once back when I was in California. We had an earthquake that had a radiation issue at a military base, where they had a radiation explosion and earthquake happened. Did have radiation sickness for a while, but eventually just disappeared and I was fine afterwards. And no, I'm not sick. Just if anyone's wondering, I just have a cough because my throat's a little itchy. Probably because it's a little dehydrated. But, anyways, I'm kind of hoping Donald Trump just gets thrown out of office because he's just done nothing but trouble for everyone, including the entire United States. Last year in September, food stamps were taken away. Like, for a while. But everyone lost their food stamps for like a couple weeks. But we did get them back eventually. It was just a temporary thing. My mom was full blown freaking out about it, thinking that it would be permanent. And I'm like, it's not permanent. They're just doing it to scare people because people were having riots and protests because of stuff happening. And yeah, food was flying off the shelves like really bad. Like some of the stores were even emptied out because of what happened for a couple weeks. But eventually the stamps did come back and everyone stopped freaking out and they went back to protesting. So obviously their little plan to try and scare people failed. Obviously. Seriously, anytime the government does anything like this, they just use it as a scare tactic to scare the population into being quiet from what they're doing. If people are protesting and causing riots and telling the government that they're doing wrong and they shouldn't be doing such and such or whatever they're doing that's considered violating rights and everything, they do something to shut the population up, and then once they're shut up, they stop doing it. And they make up a dumb excuse to cover it up, literally. Like, think about it. How many times has the government done stuff that made zero sense and that just gets covered up and people forget about it? How many times? Like, seriously, how many times have they done something that's always been covered up and forgotten about? Like, seriously, there's a ton of stuff the government's done, and they've covered it up and pretended like it never happened, like, several times. Literally. There's been several times where they've covered up stuff that happened and pretended like it didn't happen. But anyways, people have been saying the United States is supposed to be the place of freedom and will and, place of the free. It's more the place of imprisonment and rules. There's so many rules in the United States, it's not even considered the place of the land of the free. It's more just a place that's freaking a prison, if I'm being honest. This place doesn't have zero freedom, nothing. You're constantly having to watch your ass and not get your ass in trouble by a cop or anything that's related, and you have to constantly be careful. And if you don't have special stuff to enter the United States, then you automatically get deported to another country that you came from. This isn't the land of the free. This is the land of bullcrap. Literally. And I'm actually just being honest and blunt. And a lot of people will agree with me on this because it's the truth. If this was the land of the free, there wouldn't be any rules, there wouldn't be any laws, there wouldn't be anything that's stupid and makes zero sense. It'd be for what it is, the land of the free. No laws, no dumb stuff, just free will. So, yeah, I do make a valid point. And it makes sense anyway. And honestly, other countries and other states have it a lot better than this place. For instance, motels and places in Mexico are a whole lot cheaper than here. You could get like a motel there or a nice apartment for pretty damn cheap compared to here. I haven't really done much research on it, but from what people said online, it's pretty good over there. Plus, it stays warm pretty much year round. And it stays like 70s and 80s and 90s over there. So you don't have to really worry about winter that much. So it's pretty nice. I did want to move there at some point, but I kind of changed my plans and want to move to my best friend's place. And we do plan on moving to another state where there's a lot of cosplay events and some pretty decent apartment places there. So I do have some life plans set. I do want to become a really professional VTuber and, work on my career and everything. And the avatar I do have posted is Gotcha Life avatar I created. She's really cute, and I kind of want my hair to actually look like that. Like, kind of. The shade of blonde is what I want it to look like. And I do want it to have, like, that kind of blue in it. It's really nice. Each one of my avatars I do make represents me in different ways. Excuse me. Didn't mean to do that. But I try to make avatars that represent me in different ways and different perspectives and stuff. But yeah. I want to make a VTuber model or have someone commission one for me with a design of one of my avatars. And I do want one of my avatars to look similar to that VTuber model. I do want them to have some similarities. And I kind of want it to be able to, like, blink when I blink and have its mouth move when my mouth's moving. You know, kind of like a real life person, but just a character on a screen that can link up with me and my physical things that I do. Like my body movements, my facial reactions, like, stuff like that. It's pretty high tech, so it'd be pretty expensive, so I'd have to save up for quite a while to even get something like that. But hey, it'd be pretty fun. Be pretty fun. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do like game streams where I can do streams and gaming and whatnots to make live streams more entertaining. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end my live stream for today. I'll probably stream like next week on the weekend. Since I can't do anything during the week, since people will be too busy and they'll obviously be sleeping. I probably might do a stream on Saturday, possibly. I don't know if I'll do Friday night since I do Genshin videos on Friday night and Genshin recordings on Friday nights and most average days if I get time to do so. I'll probably be putting another Genshin Impact video out since I did get time at 10 o'clock, which was like a few hours ago. So, anyways, thank you all for joining the live stream. I hope you have an amazing night and amazing Monday. And I'll see you guys later.